Hey YouTube, this is my Stormraven for the Imperial Honor chapter. I actually built this model about three and a half years ago. When Flyers came out, I entered a flyer competition with my Dakachet, which I painted after a Supermarine Spitfire, which you can see in a different video. I did win that competition, so I can cross it off my bucket list. I will probably never win another painting competition, but there you go. And first place prize was a flyer. I chose the Stormraven because I did have some Space Marines that I was looking to start, and it was also the most expensive flyer at the time. So here's my Stormraven. I did some magnetizing, so I did magnetize the top guns so that I can change to plasma or las, and then I did magnetize the front canopy so it comes off and you can replace the gun at the very front. And then I magnetized the side sponsons as well. If you're building a Stormraven and you're not sure that you're always going to want the Hurricane bolters, there's an easy way to magnetize it. Take a piece of sprue, cut it to the right length, put magnets on either end, put a magnet inside the sponson, and then you can leave them on or remove them. If you match the doors up, you can use the same piece of sprue to put the doors on when you're not running the sponsons. Also in the background, you'll see the Dreadnought from my Dreadnought video. I mentioned that one was magnetized, that's why it doesn't have a smoke launcher on the top. So I put a large magnet inside the model, and that's a Black Reach Dreadnought. I put the same size magnet on the back of the Stormraven. So when it comes around, you can maybe see the magnet. I will show it to you a little bit later in the video. The nice thing about it is that the transport capacity for a Stormraven includes one Dreadnought. So I magnetized the Dreadnought to his base, just with magnets on the base and his feet. And then there's a magnet under here that lets him ride on the Stormraven. I was pretty proud of it. When you sit the Stormraven down, he actually does fit underneath, so he stands there. And it makes a nice presentation on the battlefield. Also, with my vehicles, since my primary army color is Cantor Blue and secondary is Ironbreaker, I switched that for vehicles, and it makes a nice contrast. So all of my vehicles are Ironbreaker with Cantor Blue highlights. If you're looking to offset your vehicles but still tie everything together, the two ways I've done that is by just inverting the color schemes between the two, and then also keeping the basing consistent. I generally base with sand and grass, and that is consistent across most of my army and different factions. So that is my Stormraven with the magnet underneath. It is right there, and it fits perfectly into the molded piece. So I don't recall if I had to remove any material there. If so, it wasn't much, and I hope that helps if you're looking at incorporating a Stormraven. I have played it in 8th edition. It was part of my original lists for 8th edition. It holds up incredibly well, and it held up so well that I thought another flyer was in order. So last week I built a Stormhawk Interceptor to pair with it. So this is now a pretty consistent part of my army list, and I will see you guys later. Hope you're having fun with 8th edition.